to my channel. Thank you for coming back. If you've seen my videos before, I'm happy to give you more planty content. I love seeing other people's plants, so I try to take time so I can share with you guys some of my plants and my experiences in my plant journey. Today I wanted to share with you guys about my Ikea cabinet. I've had the Milsbo Ikea cabinet that you see there in the back for about 11 months, so I'm heading to a year. And I just wanted to review it. Well, now that I have more time with it, I wanted to actually give you a houseplant tour of my Ikea cabinet, show you every plant that I have in there, and we're gonna see it together. We're gonna see how they're doing. And I expect to have some feedback because I have some problem plants in there and I wanted some feedback. Some have done great and some maybe are not doing that great. So it's a learning experience and I just want to share it with you guys. And I know some of you guys have a lot of experience out there. There is some things that I've done in my Ikea cabinet that I highly recommend. So I want to share that with you guys if you guys are considering getting one. Maybe you're not going to get a Milsbo Ikea cabinet, but maybe you're getting a greenhouse. And this is going to give you an idea on how well plants can do having a lot more humidity and some warmth. You want a houseplant tour of my Ikea cabinet plants? I'm excited to share. Come on, let's go see them. Guys, so I wanted to give you guys an Ikea cabinet update and talk to you about some plants. Some plants I'm struggling with, and I wanted to have your opinion. So yes, this is my Ikea cabinet. I've had it for, I need to go back and check when I posted a video of when I set it up, but I want to say I've had it for heading towards the year. Okay, so I really love it. Okay, I'll let you know that I really love it. Right now I am currently checking out the situation here, and well, I'll show you and talk about it. Okay, let's see if we have, oh no, this one doesn't have a name on it. Oh, this one's a beauty. I got this one from Ecogenera, and it's I'm gonna have to insert the name, okay, of this Anthurium, and it needs water. And what I like about having them in these clear pots, that you can see when there's no water droplets in there, and just by lifting it up I can see it needs water. So I think I put this one in here not too long ago, therefore that's why I don't have one of those little catch-alls here. And I see a fungus nut and I killed it. Yay! I see a few fungus nuts. So yes, sometimes that happens. I don't have a big infestation, but I do have 2 or 3 right now that I see. So when I do get more, what I do is the sticky traps, the yellow sticky traps. Right now I don't even have 1 sticky trap in here because really I didn't have much in a bit. So let me show you a little bit. This is my Queen Anthurium, and it's a good time for me to come and check it because there's a little yellowing. And this leaf, these two leaves are new because the ones that it came with, they all fell off. So I'm checking the back of it. I want to make sure that there is no kind of pests, and there's not. But oh man, please don't get ugly. This is the second leaf, I believe. And yeah, it's called Queen Anthurium or Anthurium Wara. Here's the thing. From Ecogenera. Like I actually ordered 2 of these guys. Maybe you guys saw my unboxing. I ordered 2. One completely died on me. Yeah, that was pretty sad. I got both of them in the same shipment. Basically did the same thing. And they both didn't come with very good roots. I had to reroot them. One died, one made it. Isn't that like, makes you think, why? I mean, they're the same plant. So yeah, I lost some money there because they weren't cheap. I know they were cheaper than other places, but I still was a pretty good hefty investment. So that hurt, but I'm happy I have one. So right over here, I have my Anthurium Variegated. Let's check it out. It has 2 leaves right now, a little bit of yellowing at the edges. Kind of seeing the same thing, right, that the other one had, my Queen Anthurium. You see that? Let me get this one out of the way so I can better get close here. Okay, it's always good to inspect your plants from time to time because yes, you can still get pests inside the IKEA greenhouse. I think there's a lower chance because there's high humidity, but you can still. So it's always good to look. What is this? Is that a bug? It's something moving. You see that moving? What is it? I don't know, but I'm gonna smoosh it right now. Oh no! Did I get it? I don't know if I got it, or it's just gonna jump somewhere. It was like a little like grayish, guys. Did you see it? I don't know. It wasn't a mealybug. I think it was thrips. Let's see if there's more. Okay, the back of the leaves. Do we see any movement? What's right there? You see that? I don't see anything moving. I don't think that's anything, but it would be a good time to take this plant out, wash it. Like I'm gonna put I'm gonna wash it with water and pressure and rub it, and then I'm gonna put some kind of pest control. I don't know. So I do Neem Oil, Captain Jack's. There's a new leaf that's gonna come right there. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, overall, I don't think the yellow is coming from that because I don't see pests here in those areas. Sometimes, you know, I think, is it the light? Is it too much light? I don't know. So I'm glad I'm doing this video. You guys can help me through it. But you know what? Sometimes it just happens to some plants, you know? So I've seen, you know, plants out in nature, you know, that have prime location, and then some leaves turn a little bit yellow. As long as the plant keeps giving you, has good roots, and it keeps giving you leaves, I wouldn't like have, you know, like I wouldn't be super nervous about it. And then right over here, we have some Hoyas. And this is a Hoya rotundifolia that it was gifted to me by one of my viewers, and I want you to see it and see how it's grown. Look at those little leaves. Look at that. And what do I have it potted in? It's all, I think it's, it's all sphagnum moss and perlite, a mix. And it's been doing very good. So here I have different Hoyas propagations. And this is a Hoya. Let me look at it. Fungi? Something like that. It didn't have much roots when I got it. I couldn't see the roots. It came in this. So I'm just leaving it alone. And what's cool is that I see my Hoya Sunrise that, oh, it was not red at all when I received it in my shipment. It was lightly rooted. It was in this pot already. Look at the roots. And look, it's getting the red edges, finally. That's why I wanted it, because of the red edges. So that's looking really good. And then right over, oh, sorry, let me do a different, ooh, this one's not doing good at all. What? I have not looked at this one. What is that? This is supposed to be a Hoya Calistophilia. Whoa. What is that, guys? There's a leaf that's dead. I've never seen anything like this on a plant. Is it a type of fungus? The perla looks fine. I don't know. I think this was like a recent cutting. What a bummer. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with this one. You see how you're treating plants exactly the same, and some go downhill and others don't, and you just can't understand if you're doing the same things. Okay. Okay, so down here I have Propagations. I got this from Dollar Tree. And I got this from Dollar Tree. And I'm able to use that space better. So this is sphagnum moss with a lot of algae. That's why it looks green, but it looks pretty natural, right? This is a global green pothos is supposed to be. You see there? Propagation. But then look at this. Those leaves, I also think, are they getting too much light? This is a little varicosum node, because a lot of my varicosums that I got from Equigenera shipped to me lost their leaves. I want to say each one of them. So unfortunately, I was left with just propagating nodes. It's another one. And that was something I also wanted to tell you guys. I wanted to tell you that varicosums, I would recommend, don't get them shipped to you. You know, just wait until you find one locally, or somewhere you can drive and meet someone and buy it from, because they just struggle too much with shipment. So it's a pity to see a beautiful plant go downhill. It just hurts. And I have other notes in here. I don't know, I have a mixture. When I'm in, there's obviously a string of hearts here. So I just kind of lightly water it and stick it in here and hope for the best. The humidity in here stays pretty high, around 70 to 90%. We did weatherproof it, and I would highly recommend. So it's a little clear plastic here, and I think got it from Amazon, weatherproofing. That's what it's called, and you choose how many inches you need. So this seals the edges, because if you look, oh, this is the weatherproofing here, you can see it. So I put it here, because if not, there would have been a big gap here. You see that big old gap? So if you have not weatherproofed your Ikea cabinet, I would highly recommend you do so. Right over here, there would have been a big gap. But by weatherproofing it, I noticed a big change in the humidity. I don't have my humidity meter in here, but I kept it for a long time and I noticed a big difference. So coming down here, we have some dragon scale alocasias. Those have done wonderful in here. And these are two choco red chunks basically that I was able to obviously save. This is what's been happening. I get new leaves, but then they get this. But it keeps shooting new leaves. And I'm afraid to take them out of here, because then they would not have much humidity. I think I might have to consider, you know what would be an easy fix? Turning on off one of the lights. You see, I have two lights. Two lights. So I can just turn off one. Might have to try that trick and see if less light would be better. Ooh, I haven't seen you in a bit. This is also a varicosum node that I was able to root it, and I rooted most of my varicosums in water, and then I transferred them to sphagnum, and this one's doing good. And this is Jewel Orchids, and that's the exact name. So this is another orchid, and it's not, I don't remember the name, but look at that beautiful little. This is also given to me by one of the viewers, and I'm really excited. That was such a sweet gift. Look, my Hoya Finlansonii. So this teaches, this here you can see the difference. You see how it's going to get flowers? You see it's giving me peduncle right there. Wow. It was so long I didn't know what to do with it, so I kind of put it on top of the fountain. And I have another one that I took out of here, and it's definitely not having given any growth. So Hoyas do really good in here. So what I was going to tell you, that I put these here so I can just water quickly, and they can catch a little extra water in here. So that's a little trick to make it easier and faster. Okay, so this is down here, my bottom shelf. This is Anthurium Regal, and again, we have all this spotting. I don't know. Is this a fungus? I don't know anything about funguses, guys. So if you know, let me know. But it's gonna give me a new leaf. And yeah, it was doing great, and all of a sudden this started happening. And then right over here I have another jewel orchid. And then I have right over here this back one here. Look at these leaves. They're just kind of like, I don't know, it's not velvet, it's not sand, it's like a little mat. And this is called an Anthurium micro phylum. And then here is an Albo epiprenum. So basically like a silver blue, but it's variegated, and this one has beautiful variegation. And it wants to crawl up the wall. You see that? This one's been doing great. Now, these do receive less lighting because their distance between the light is further. And then there's this one here. This is luxuriance mixed with like a distillery, something like that, Anthurium. But it's been doing okay. It's well rooted. I kept it where they sent it to me. Maybe I should repot it. But it's kind of starts fading. The green starts fading away. I don't think that's healthy. You see how that one was green and now it's fading away. And it's not that close to the light. So now this one, I don't know what's going on. And then we come right over here. I'm looking at the little white dots. No, it's not a pest. This is, it has a new little leaf here. It's from Equatenera, Philodendron tenue. Let's check it out. We got it because I remember we wanted the TTI and we couldn't get it. And then we saw this one that looked a lot alike. So we thought we would get it so we can see it. And look at the new little baby leaf. It's really, really cute. This one, I also had to reroot completely in water. And then I transferred it in here. Okay, so I have some propagations here. Definitely needs water. I have Hoya Philinsonii, and they turn yellow, not right now because I didn't give them water. I've usually been giving them water well. I actually had it covered with this bottom, and I think it was too much humidity, and that's what caused them all to yellow. But the stem here is still green, so we thought it could still root, and I actually see something growing right there. You see that? So the stem stayed green, so we were still hopeful we could still get something to root. So I have to go water this really quickly. Now back here, let me open it up and show you what's pretty. This is an Anthurium regale or magnificum. I'm not sure which one it is. It has a new leaf, which is wonderful, but it had a second leaf, and because I didn't open it in time, it was touching the bag, and all that humidity, it rotted the leaf. Reason why I put it in this bag is because it wasn't doing anything. This actually was not producing anything, and it had been months and months. So I finally have realized that if I put it in a little baggie, usually outside, and leave it cracked open just a little bit, chunks like this will root and give new leaves. But you cannot let, if the new leaf pops out, you cannot let it touch the water all the time because it will rot. Like right now, I need to air this one like this. I think I'm gonna leave it just like this. So I need put it back in the Ikea cabinet. Let's see. I need to keep on top of it and make sure that it doesn't get over humidity. Maybe I'll take the plastic afterwards off, but that would be so much better for it. Okay, so that's that. And right here on the top, I have a, okay, so I wanted to show you my Hoya Chelsea. She's really pretty. She's grown a lot since I got her. And I think she needs water. Maybe not. You can kind of feel the weight. You know she needs water. But here you can get a better view of her. I'm always like changing the plants that oh, see, it needs water because you see the wrinkling here? Sign that it needs water. I'm always changing the plants that I keep up here. And this is an Alocasia cuprea. Check her out. She's really pretty, nice and purple. And I'm just gonna go ahead and include, this one is my Magnificum, and she was inside the Ikea cabinet and she was doing wonderful, except that she was just so big she didn't fit in there. So I took her out here, and she's in the soil. Look, there's a new leaf gonna come out. I was gonna say she has not given me a new leaf since I took her out, but she's gonna give me a new leaf. And I like that the Ikea cabinet gives some light that helps these plants that I have here on the side. This is a propagation of Strigum hearts. And I thought they weren't gonna have enough light in this corner, but yeah, they've had enough light. And they're all the way to the floor. And we did put a little timer here to the Ikea cabinet. So basically, this allows you to put a timer when you want it to turn on, when you want it to turn it off. I think we have it like from 9 to 9. So it turns on and off by itself. So it has helped when we're traveling that this still comes on and off and gives these plants light. So like I said, I've had this for like a year. I'm very happy with the humidity it keeps inside. I'm still learning to see what plants love it, what plants don't, and I'm still, I guess you can adjust the lighting, and I'm sure there's even better lights. I can put a link to the lights I've used. They have not come off at all, and I only stuck them with a little stick-on that it came with. You see that? I have heard a lot of people that it falls off, but mine have never fallen off. So, but a lot of people just use one light. But when I had I think 6, so I went ahead and put them all. But I don't know, maybe that could be part of the problem. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, this Hoya has been doing great. I'm really excited. We're doing really good. Does it need water? Maybe. Oh, look how it's attached to the terracotta. But yeah, this one needs water. That's one of the things. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's doing great in my perspective. But yeah, it's one of the ones that, yeah, needs more water than I used to think that it needed. So I need to water these plants while I'm at it. And I have the snake plant here, which shouldn't be here, but I don't know. I think, oh, I brought so many plants from the outside. This was included in the outside plants that I've just had to make space for them. I'm still thinking of buying that little peg, I don't know what you call it, that you can put on the back of the Ikea cabinets to hang on more plants. But at the same time, I'm thinking I don't want the plants so close to the light. So I don't know if that's going to be really that useful. I like the space here because this has allowed me to put taller plants. Right now it doesn't have tall plants, but it used to have tall plants in there. And whenever I need to, I can stick tall plants in there. But the problem is when it gets too close to the light, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I will put in the description below the weatherproofing that I used. And I'll put the lights that I use. And the Milsbo, again, the description of which one I got, but it's from Ikea. And my recommendation is getting one of them is to maybe shop around online, and whenever you can get notified when they get in stock, and you can just go ahead and purchase it online, but you have to go pick it up from what I understand, like within like 24, 48 hours. And that's the way to get them. But it's been really good because I like that I can see my plants versus, you know, and I am going to expand and get other greenhouses, the ones that you can't see through them, and they're made out of other materials and they're a little bit less expensive, but you can't see those plants. So that's the unfortunate part. And so anyhow, I just wanted to share with you guys in case you were curious. And I hope you enjoyed seeing all the pretty plantitas. Bye. Okay guys, so I already rinsed my Variegated with water, and I did it over there in my tub, water with pressure. And now I want to spray some of this Neem Oil because, you know, it treats multiple things. Rust, powdery mildew, spider mites, whiteflies, aphids, mites, well, spider mites, anyways. And I did the same. I already did that. I already sprayed this one because now that I'm looking at the picture, it could be that I have rust. See that picture? Could it be that this is rust? Could be, right? So when in doubt, I'm spraying. So basically, I'll just be spraying fronts and I'll be spraying backs. And then I'm actually gonna turn off the lights of the Ikea cabinet already for the night. And that way, I'll allow these to dry. I'm gonna put some in the soil too, as well. Just wanted to show you that in case you were curious how I treat my plants. So thank you for coming along and checking all my plants with me. Really, I had not really gone in there to see them one by one in a few weeks, and it's good to do it more often, I think, because maybe I could have treated some plants a little quicker, but it's okay. Now I wanted to give you my little final thoughts of my Ikea cabinet. As you saw, not every plant is perfect, but I have seen a lot of growth in a lot of plants. Does it have any benefits from just keeping my plants out here? Well, I mean, I like being able to have something with a lot higher humidity. I could just have a humidifier, and I actually have one right here, and I turn it on sometimes for some of my plants, but not all the time. Filling up a humidifier with water takes time, and a lot of times I'm running around and I don't do it, often. So that's why I like to have plants that are a little bit more picky, or they need more humidity, or that I'm trying to root them, or that I've just gotten from a shipment from another country, or I like having that, and I know that that's the best scenario for any of my plants. So I'm happy that I do have it. I don't regret purchasing it. I love the way it looks. I'm still learning, like I mentioned. There's tweaks that maybe I could be doing. Like I said, I should maybe turn off some lights and see how my plants react to that. Maybe there'd be a different brand of a different light that I can try, that maybe it will be a better growth light, right? So things like that, you can adjust. But I'm happy that I have it. I do love the way it looks. Now, I will tell you there's a negative. I do think that these Ikea cabinets are really nice to look at, but I did keep the glass shelves, and reason being because I just haven't gone to buy any of the other racks basically that you can buy. They have the wire, and I think that's what I would love to do, but I haven't gone and done it. Just because being glass shelves, I've found that they get dirty really quickly, any water droplets, and I don't have a filtered system in my water, so I do have a lot of minerals, and it leaves a whitish residue with minerals. And I've tried vinegar, alcohol, baking soda, soaking it, and it's very hard to take it off. It's a lot of time, it's work. So I think the best fix for that would be to change it out and do the other option. Like I mentioned, putting something on the back of it is a possibility I might consider in the future, like a pegboard situation that you can get in IKEA. I just have not found them in stock when I've gone to IKEA, so I haven't done it yet, but it's something that I have in the back of my mind of doing. The water fountain that I have in there, I've got it from Amazon, and I love the way it looks, and it definitely helps for the humidity. It did increase the humidity a lot, and you'll see, because eventually that water fountain goes dry. Why? Because the water is evaporating, so all that water stays in there. So the negative is that it's not a hard it's pretty hard to clean it. I don't like that I can't unplug it and just move the fountain to a sink and wash it all out. You can't unplug it from where the actual fountain's at. You can't. The cable's in there, and then it's all going down. So we kind of have to turn it off and bring like a bowl there of water, and then take off the pieces that we can and wash the rocks there. It's not hard. It's not easy. So I wish maybe there would be a different fountain that would be easier to disassemble and take it somewhere and clean it and bring it back. Because all you need is some kind of fountain that has water. So maybe if I looked around, maybe I could find one that'd be easier to clean, but I made that investment. Oh, I didn't talk about the fans. The fans that I have in there, and again, I'll have them linked in my description. They've been great. No noise. They circulate wonderful. I'm very happy with them. I would repurchase those, definitely. So in conclusion, everybody make your own decision. Whether you want to invest in one of these. If you could buy it secondhand off of somewhere, that would be awesome, because they are a little pricey. There wasn't an investment. But yeah, it definitely has some benefits. So there's other ways too to be able to grow your plants with higher humidity. The Ziploc bag method of putting it in a container, closing it, also works. Keeps higher humidity. So there's other methods you can do too. But I just wanted to share with you guys if you guys are interested, and hopefully even if you're not interested in the Ikea cabinet, you got to see my plants and you enjoyed that. I love seeing you guys' plants too, so don't forget to subscribe to my Instagram also, and we can share messages there and pictures of our plants. And don't forget to also give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss my next video. Thank you. Bye.